All right, it's been a second, but here we are. What's up with the boys? Welcome. We are back with Berserk with the boys. I'm joined by Trey the Explainer, back from a life-changing trip across America. Carmine here, a life-changing trip across the kitchen, and
I just had dinner.
yes, and we are here to discuss Berserk, Beruseruku. Here we are. Man, oh man, have you guys forgotten where we are? Where we were? Does it really matter? He's been.
I remember the thing came out of the chair. Remember this? There was a big
boner out of the steps.
Out of the floor.
The guy had his dick under the steps and it went erect and took it. Yeah. All of that kind of irrelevant. I think the only thing that was relevant last time was we meet his daughter. We meet the evil guy's daughter. The evil guy this time around is a big bald dude, and he keeps his daughter all locked up for some reason. And Puck goes and talks to the daughter for a while, and then and he ends up killing our little dude, the the guy that was dressed like a mummy because he's been tortured and whatever. He gets killed, and so Puck is sad, and then he goes and he hangs out with the daughter, and then Guts goes in to fight everybody, which he could have just done from the beginning, but for some reason he was running before, but now he's not running, and he kills a bunch of dudes and gets attacked by the guy's dick, and there's a lot of cutting and a lot of slop, and our boy died. Zondark died.
Oh yes. And Zondark's brother or something like that. Remember there was a sub boss.
He went up against Zondark's brother, and he killed Zondark's brother too. Did he?
Preston, are you putting Zondark in the fanfic? You have to at this point.
I don't know. Zondark. All right. So they give us this preview. This guy looks like a Silverhawk. I don't know if you guys watch Silverhawks. Silverhawks was after Thundercats was a hit. The same company that did Thundercats decided to do the exact same thing, but Silverhawks, which was just a different group, and this is what they looked like. But Silverhawks was just this lame. But this guy reminds me of a Silverhawk, but Silverhawks not remembered because it was them trying to cash in more on Thundercats. All right, Guardians of Desire, Chapter 4. Oh my God, this is still good. They stretched this out to 6 parts.
All right.
Beautiful. So here, I guess when we last saw Guts, he was fighting our villain who was transformed into this monster. Man, the amount of detail he put on this drawing.
Oh yeah.
But just the shading, how many nights did he spend
on these little flesh folds? Oh my gosh, look at that panel.
He's like, it's over. No, it's not. This Guardians of Desire is going to go into 6 parts.
There's another 3 chapters.
Oh my God. It's been 3 chapters. We're actually only at the halfway point. Ha! Guts! What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Come on. How's it going to end? It can't be over. It's not. It's halfway through. The table of contents told us. You were always so high and mighty. Wake up, dummy! Wake! Ooh! Thank God we have Puck.
I know.
I mean, it was just without him, it was just, this would get so boring.
Yeah.
No matter how much you've tried to hone your skills, you've come to the limit of your pathetic human form. How fragile you humans. What? What did you say? What the hell did you say? Look
What?
who's bragging, Baldy. You yourself used to be one of those fragile humans. Yeah, but clearly you're not anymore.
Yeah, he's not anymore. I don't know what that's what he's saying.
How dare you? What's that? This is very alien. This is very alien-like.
Yeah.
Very Geiger.
With the teeth, with like the bared
teeth, with the long head,
human teeth.
with no eyes. But I mean, it's true. Teresia told me how you went crazy after your wife was killed 7 years ago. You acquired those powers so you could get revenge on the heretics, didn't you? But it wasn't the only reason. If it was only about revenge, all you had to do was exercise your authority.
Yeah.
The truth is, you became the thing to run away from, the pain inside your own heart. To run away from yourself. You threw away your humanity. If anyone's a fragile human, it's you! Boom!
Yeah, I like that.
Mic drop puck. Yeah, you got him.
It worked.
Ha ha ha, what a surprise. I always thought that elves had the intellect of a bird or a squirrel. But you're quite talkative, aren't you? Squirrel? And then he like decides to look like a squirrel? Japanese humor. Japanese comic humor. I never understood it. An amusing speech, and for that I'll spare your life. Really? I mean, that was like really painful. He like got like. Why would you spare his life when like you like really dug in?
You got me. I'm all right. You got me there.
You know, I will tell you this, and I'm sure like the wake of my ex-girlfriends can tell you. People don't like to have they don't like to be psychoanalyzed unless they're paying for it. You know, so no one likes that shit. This guy should be furious.
No,
for him being like an amusing speech, I'll spare your life. Oof, oof. Just like a human to try to cover up a sore spot like that.
Oh, he's
as I was saying, bonk. Is that the egg?
Pellet at him? Is Behelit?
The Behelit fell on his head. Wait, why did the Behelit fall on his head?
Who threw the Behelit? Yeah, was it Slug Guy or was it to just fall out of nowhere?
Guts had it, and she's next, or Puck is next to Guts, so it falls out of his pocket, I guess.
Oh, is this here? It's in this panel, I think. Here.
Okay.
And then it falls on his head.
Okay, I think what's going on here, he like goes grrr, and like Puck tries to hide behind Guts's leg or something like that, and then the Behelit falls.
Bonk. Eek. Oh. Ouchie. Oh man, that was a big that's a huge like bump on his head. A Behelit. Ha ha ha. You saved me the trouble of looking for it myself. Did he find his Behelit somewhere?
So that old man, the disfigured little old guy, Vargas, stole it from the Count before he fled the castle.
Okay.
That's right.
Gotcha. Now I'm remembering. But of course, it seems like he's got plenty of power without the Behelit, so I don't know why he needs the Behelit. Ugh. Fool. If you think I'm going to hand this over to the likes of you, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming.
Yeah, he's so sassy. Whoa, look at that.
Oh, look, he's actually making the Behelit like...
The Behelit reacts.
Like it's like the speed is like creating like tears in its eyes and everything.
I never noticed this. See, this is some lore building right here. I thought the Behelits didn't react to anything except like
it's almost
plot
like
stuff.
alive, yeah.
They're alive.
Wow! He's actually like pulling up the lip of the Behelit. You probably thought the Behelit was like hard, but no, that Behelit is like soft. You can actually like pull up the lip and all that.
Oh.
Insect. Wah! Hee. Nah. When it comes to making a getaway, I'm the one with the advantage. Fathead. Oh man, he's not gonna like that.
Oh man, this is saving Guts' life. By the way, he's distracting him while Guts was dead.
As Guts like because Guts has like a healing, has like a Wolverine healing factor, right? Where he's just like,
True.
That's right. If I'm flying, you can't possibly. Wah. Boom. Boom. He drops it. Fool, pathetic elf, you wish to die that much? So be it. Puck!
Oh my gosh, a giant penis.
I thought that he was killing time for Puck, for Guts, but he kills time not knowing that Teresia would come, but he was just killing time for nothing, I guess. Teresia comes in. Uh-oh. She caught me looking like this. This is embarrassing. Oh. No. Man, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you look like this and your daughter comes in and sees you. The shame. No. Teresia. Teresia. Oh
God.
Teresia. Give her some time, man. Give her some space. You don't need to talk to her now.
He should have acted like he wasn't her father. He should be like, "Oh, I ate your father." I don't know.
Right? She recognizes him really well. I mean, like, does that look like him enough that she like figured it out?
I guess it's just his, like, okay, if you busted into your parents' room and you saw a monster with your parents' face on it, would you assume that it's your parent transformed into a monster? I'm trying to figure out, like, or if I would assume like a monster ate my parent or something like
and
that,
like took on its image.
Yeah.
Right. So, Teresia.
Look at that panel.
This is almost like Sin City, the shading and
everything. Yeah.
Ulp. I mean, this again, like, it's impossible for me to separate thinking about the author sketching stuff and how long it takes and like the story. So when like nothing happens for panels where he's just like, okay, I'm gonna sketch this, because he does like 4 pages a night. So he like does this, and then he's like, okay, I've got this, and then he's like, and then he's like just spending days like on these panels where like the panels of her seeing the dad and him just coming to get her.
He does a good job, like, showing you the emotions that came from like that reveal, I guess. Like you do kind of feel for him with his little sad face there. You're like, like the shame.
He worked on this, this detail. Remembering which antennae had been cut off.
And then like that, like you feel his anger there, like you can sense that where he's just like, like, you did this.
I see. He's looking at he's blaming Puck. He's like, I didn't really do this. You captured me, and then I guess I escaped.
She would have came in here anyways, right? Like, if he grabbed that Behelit or not.
Maybe she would have just stayed in her room. he's coming. My body won't move. He's so scared. I'm gonna die. You. Guts is back. Don't you mess with my elf friend. We are friends. Guts, you jerk, you big stupid jerk. You were just pretending to be dead, weren't you? I really thought you were a goner. What's the big idea? Always acting so tough. Why don't you just go off and die? So emotional. I mean, can you put off being angry at me like a little bit long, like until I kill this guy?
It's a good little moment right there. Let's him.
Oh, you're still alive. Push him away. Well, wait a second, Guts. Don't be so rash. You'll die. He smiled. Not good enough. Just 2 or 3 broken bones. If you want to stop me, you're going to have to crush my skull or pierce my heart. Just like you, slug. Man. Puck gets into him psychologically. He doesn't go nuts, but here he just calls him slug. It's like, man, that was the thing. No mercy for you, worm. God.
Oh no, he gets kicked.
With that, yeah.
Oh my god.
What's he thinking? It's just getting worse and worse. I feel there hasn't been enough sexual imagery in this issue. I feel like he's holding back. I think
he's not holding the
something's
sword.
Gonna come. I'm feeling something's gonna come. He's gonna die. He's got the dog.
No.
Clever. What's he doing? Huh? Hostage. Good show, Guts. Good show.
Yeah,
He's got
smart.
a little girl.
Smart.
He's got, or I don't know how old she is.
I think she said she's like 15 or something like that.
I don't know if she's somewhere between the ages of 7 and 29. I don't know. Bastard. Teresia. Oh, now he finally does his cannon.
Yeah, he waited on that one.
Usually the cannon is game over. Usually that's like, I've been holding off for the cannon. Cannon them in the face. Oh. Oh. Oh, man, he just broke his hand a bunch.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's gonna.
Oh look, his fingers are broken, so he picks up the sword with his teeth.
A sword with his teeth? That's sword.
That's a...
What? Oh, because at least he's lifting it with the other arm.
Yeah. That's only slightly better. You can't swing that thing.
And then, he really spent some time here, like all this sketching. Yeah. And then, splush. Okay.
All right, I see. He like lifts up, like he uses the other arm as like a fulcrum, I guess, or whatever you want to say.
I mean, kind of. I'm trying to think. He was lifting it here.
Not. Yeah.
But then he like dives forward, and there's nothing holding the sword. No, I guess here. Oh no, you're right. Here, it's behind.
He's like
So,
putting
like,
his weight behind it.
yeah. So
Okay,
it's
all
not
right.
going to get
I was
knocked out of his mouth.
about to say unrealistic, you know?
No, I mean it's funny because it's like it's unrealistic, but it's like it's creative in that like he was thinking about it, you know? He's like, well, it would be too ridiculous if both of his arms were down, but if I have one of the other arms behind the sword, then, you know, when it goes through, it'll at least have he can block it there and keep it from spitting out of his mouth. I think did he break a tooth? It was just blood. That was splush. Okay, so the head has been decapitated from the body. Onto the ground. Boom, boom. This is just a lot of fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing, no dialogue. No, we don't even get like a guts. He planned that. He was counting on taking Teresa as a hostage all along. How?
I don't know about that. Because Teresa running in was total chance, you know? He didn't even really... Did he know that Teresa existed? Like, you know?
I don't think he knew Teresa existed. Like, Teresa only
Puck's
leaves her room
mission.
because Puck leaves. And I think she's looking for Puck. He wouldn't have known that, like...
That's BS. That doesn't make any sense, Miura. That's not... He didn't plan it.
All along. I mean, maybe all along was like, he means only in the past, like, 30 seconds. I don't know.
Okay, when he woke up. Yeah.
Damn you.
Oh my god.
What's he doing here?
He's like stabbing him through the upper lip or the jaw.
Is that like a smaller blade he has?
Oh, you know, he did throw 3... No, they came out of his head, so never mind. Yeah,
So
I guess he picked up one of those smaller throwing blades and is like torturing him just for fun.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I've never seen him with this smaller sword. And so he's like, put it in his mouth and is like coming up. And he's like, I'll show you the limit of a human being. Yeah, we're fragile, all right, we humans. Yeah. Oh no. Teresia, sob, stop it. Not in front of the little girl who might be 29 years old. That little girl, Teresia, she's completely innocent. Eek. I mean, at this point, I'd be like, dude, can we, at this point, like...
Just kill him.
Just kill him. He's killed, like, literally hundreds of people, if not more. Like, come on. Like, let's just end this. Shut up. If you get in the way, I'll kill you. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, no, I'm so sad that my mass murderer dad is getting killed. Always stuck up. Always so stuck up, Count. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like gross and ridiculous at this point that he's still alive.
Always so stuck up is so funny because like they've known each other for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like at most, like they barely know each other. Oh god.
Let's give your sweet little daughter a look at the proud face now. Stop, please. Stop. Don't be so shy. Take a good hard look at a body that doesn't die.
Oh my god.
This seems unnecessary.
This is pretty edgy.
Amazing. You really are superhuman. You really don't die, do you?
Oh god. This is pretty over the top even for Guts, you know, like
Oh, how insane he is.
yeah. Like I like Guts. Like I kind of always pictured my memory's failing me, but I know that he would like torture people and stuff. I like him like egging them on and like talking like this and going on these. I know this is a
Now
little much for Guts.
remember, Guts's fingers are broken, and he's stabbing this guy
Oh my
furiously.
god.
We can see the fingers here are still broken. Like
Yeah.
he's been consistent
Oh my god.
in showing, and he's taking his
So
broken fingers hand and stabbing over and over and over with it into this guy. I mean,
god.
such detail, man.
Yeah.
At first,
The count was at the eclipse, so you do see him. So Guts does have, I guess, personal beef with him. I guess I don't know if he knows that he has personal beef with him.
Oh, why go that far, Teresia? Yeah.
Oh
What's
my
going on here?
god!
Did he slip on blood?
The blade snapped and then he slipped on blood. It looks like he's like so crazy.
Yeah, I see it. The blade snapped here in this panel. Then he falls over. Oh, huh, 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 huh. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Oh, right, there's your Behelit. No, I don't want to die. Really? At this point, dude?
It's like moving the mouth around and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Then you have sound effects for that. Or they do have
It's like a
sound
Rubik's
effects.
Cube. It goes. I don't want to die. Don't. Guts, it's the Behelit. Huh, is that his own face in it?
I don't know. I think the Behelits just have like generic faces on them. I don't know if they have like the face of the owner necessarily. It's a good question. It'd be kind of a good little detail that it's like their miniature face.
Okay. And then blah. We have a completely new setting now. We're now in one of those paintings.
This is something I wish. I wish the anime like went into this arc and actually showed us this, because the moment the Behelit cries, it immediately teleports us into another dimension.
Yeah.
I mean, and why is the Behelit crying?
Because his blood seeped into, and he's like, I don't want to die, and then it changed the face around, and then it opens up. Is kind of the idea.
The blood activates it at some point.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's
blood and like you being desperate, like it.
Yeah.
You being super desperate activates it.
Huh? What? We're in a crazy dimension. Whoa.
I just realized, Trey, like the last time Guts was here, this was a vastly different location. It did not look like this.
Oh yeah,
labyrinth at all.
The God Hands like realm. Yeah.
What?
It makes me wonder. I wonder if it's different. A different location. It looks different for every Behelit, because the first one was with Griffith Behelit. This one is the Count's Behelit. So I wonder if like it's just different for every single apostle.
How many times have they gone?
Like 2. I think that you see like see like a third in a flashback that's more
any
tentacles.
2 are consistent, then it's like it's a little weird. But if every single one were different, then you might be onto something. What?
Yeah. You do see one dimension that is like tentacles and stuff, so I guess maybe it might be different for each person. I don't know. We'll see. You're right. Our sample size is very small.
It's another dimension. Oh. They're coming. The great ones are coming. Doom. Grr, Guts.
I love this panel. this 2-page spread.
And there they are.
God hand.
The dudes. The so that was a relatively short issue. Do you guys want to go on and do Guardians of Desire
Yeah.
Part 5? Okay.
Up to
I'm
you.
good.
Yeah, all right. That was remarkably short, so we can continue on to Guardians of Desire Chapter 5. Okay. Now we're outside. And even though they're in a different dimension within the castle, now a huge cyclone has surrounded the castle on the outside. And the village people are like, oh, this is bad. And here we have this council of weird dudes.
I love these weird dudes.
So that last issue had almost no sex in it, but now we are here, and this guy's got vagina
With,
face. That's a clear vagina face right there. He has got his clitoral hood nose and his mouth, and then
we have BDSM lady.
Yeah, with her bat wings covering her private parts. You know, gotta have modesty for this comic.
Well, if you scroll up, like her ass is just out in the back, so it's modesty to a point.
She's got a poo.
These are the...
And then we've got Mars Attacks over here, and Silverhawk, and then
Squid guy.
Oh, he's got a face within a face.
Does he?
See how it's like
he does have a face with
tiny
it. Yeah, the
face.
nose kind of is like
his
two
nose
eyes.
is kind of like a face.
It's which one's what? Okay, Void is the brain guy. Slan is like the lady. Griffith is Griffith or whatever, Femto, and then the guy with vagina mouth is Conrad. And then the last guy, what is the last guy's name? Shoot, I used to know. Ubik, yeah. They all have like names, and I think they're named after like sci-fi authors or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Sci-fi stories.
God, sci-fi stories, yeah. Named.
Ah, that's the God Hand. Wait, why does Puck know this?
That's a good question. How does Puck know this? Has Puck met them before? Carmine?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. See, like, it would be interesting. It would make sense if he says this later, now that he's met them. But yeah, you're right. How does he know the Godhead? That's a good question. Does he know the Godhead?
So many questions. I mean, for instance, like why Guts has like a hatred of elves. Like it's never discussed in his backstory. Why Puck knows who the God Hand is. We've got a lot of stuff that like he should have done before he died. A lot of things he needed to explain.
Did Vargas bring up the God Hand or something? Like, did they bring it up in conversation? Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they brought it up in conversation.
I don't know if it's been brought. Like, I don't even know if the God Hand, like, even
as a concept has been established.
Yeah, like in the previous issues, like even if Guts said God Hand at any point. Huh.
God
Hand. Griffith. So he knows him. He knows Griffith. Silverhawk dude. I'm just looking at his outfit here. There's so many like, it's like he's got these like extra like tentacle legs coming off the side here that like wrap around his calves.
Thighs. Yeah.
His like muscles are like kind of weird little drippy udders even. Interesting. And then these are kind of, it's almost like a snakes down here. Snakes coming from his cloak. There's a lot more detail than you think in his design. Blue. That's a very cheeky look. Griffith. Oh, Griffith. Who's Griffith? You know who the fucking God Hand is, but you don't know who Griffith is? Right? Do they have other names?
No. They're called the God Hand, and yeah, that's their like they call them like the wise ones or something like that. But yeah,
The great ones.
no, they're the
But like
great
on an
ones,
individual
yeah.
level, do they have any code names?
Yeah. When before Femto there, the Silverhawk, they called him Femto as a God Hand, but before he was Femto, he was Griffith.
He's Griffith. So Puck might know him as Femto, you're saying.
Maybe.
Puck shouldn't know this. I don't know why Puck knows it. Like somebody in the comments can be like, "Oh yes, it was mentioned in the last by Vargas in like a throwaway line." But like, I'm like, Puck doesn't know who the God Hand is, does he? Do elves learn about it? I guess. I don't know.
You know,
I've never met them before.
I mean, it should have been even if they mentioned the God Hand before, and then he went to an alternate dimension, and he saw some dudes. He's guessing. He should be like, "Is that the God Hand?" You know, it wouldn't be like, "That's the God Hand." Like, you wouldn't be confident about that.
Yeah, there's a little. I don't get that.
I mean, they haven't even discussed what the Behelit does. Still squirming around in your pitiful existence, I see.
Oh, he talks.
What did you say? Well, wait. Ugh, he's just this like pathetic half worm.
Oh my gosh,
head.
I never noticed Griffith's tiny little feet. He's got little tiny feet.
Oh, he's got like, and they're like bird feet. Little bird feet.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. The God Hand. Oh. Who have been ordained by the laws of fate. Mars attacks guy.
Void. Yeah,
Your
like
desperate
void.
desire for life has cleaved open space. Oh, thank you for the explanation. Brought us here. His eyes are sewn shut.
Yeah. This is like a very obvious like Cenobite Hellraiser kind of inspirations with these guys.
I mean, it's true because like it's been a long time since I've seen Hellraiser, but isn't it that like it comes from people that are trying to get the Xenobites, and so they're like seeking out the cube and want to solve the puzzle because they want to bring the people forward because they think that they're going to get power from them.
Yes. Yeah.
It's something like that.
You solve it and you want to become like one of them. Yeah. His like Void's design is almost directly like his design, and then Ubik is like almost directly based on like the three main Cenobites, or the four main Cenobites. Like there's like the one that's like the teeth, and then there's like the fat one. They all have names like Chatter and Butterball or something. Like they all have like names, but they're very clearly like inspired by those ones.
Yeah, it's too bad that there's no even though that the Cenobites like appear in the different movies, there's no consistent lore with Hellraiser, which is frustrating, you know. But yeah, you can here they are. I mean, you can kind of see on the far right and and the different ones, but yeah, there's no unfortunately there's no consistent lore with with them. Archangel Void, please grant me my wish. Take that man's life. Avenge me upon him, please. We can't do that. Why? Your desire, which is cleaved open space. Man, just using the same metaphor twice here, okay? Look, it was really cool when you talked about it cleaving open space. Like, that's poetic, but you used it twice. You can't do that. Your desire, which cleaved open space, is nothing more than an over-attachment to life and a fear of death. It's not based on any personal hatred for that man. Huh. Even though that man, like, kidnapped your daughter and, like, killed Zondark and, like, totally slashed you up and left you as half a head.
An interesting little detail. This is random. I remember this. Is the brain guy? He speaks. They didn't translate it correctly here, but he speaks in like an archaic form of Japanese. So like he should be speaking in like thou and like almost like Old English, like King James. Yeah, it's to suggest that imply that he's the ancient one.
The others, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, interrupted.
Oh, here and this one says, we have come hither to grant you your deepest desire, you who have been ordained by the laws of fate. Even though they just contradicted that, but okay. but that man, he's the one they call the Black Swordsman, the one who's destroyed so many apostles of the God Hand. You should consider him a hated enemy. Enemy? Do. Ha 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 ha. A few worthless servants killed is inconsequential to us. Black Swordsman, you say? His petty existence is beneath our notice. You're all sitting here yammering on about him. Okay, seems like fairly relevant. Squash. What is he squashing? Oh, what?
Is that what is he squashing?
I think it's just him getting up, maybe? Him getting to his feet?
Because he's in more pain than normal right now, because like his brand bleeds and gets pain when he's around apostles, and he gets it even like bigger when he's around like these guys. Like these guys are like the worst pain it gets.
Still as the broken fingers. And he's like lifting his big sword with his. So before he couldn't even lift his sword, so he had to use his mouth. But now he's like, I'm muscling through it. Guts. Magnificent. He can stand up to all those injuries. Fascinating. Such impressive willpower and fighting spirit. Extreme hatred towards the God Hand, propping him up, towards Femto in particular. Oh, thank you, Deanna Troy.
Yes, thank you for that.
thank you for explaining the obvious with your,
And they know him. They've met Guts before and stuff. Like yes, like they know that he has personal beef with Griffith. Yeah,
that's the insult. They should know, but they don't care.
Oh, they don't care.
That's such the insult.
You're right, Carmine. They're like, oh,
who are you? We've met like 15 times.
For Guts, that was the most important day of his life. For these guys, it was a Tuesday. They do not give up.
Yeah, like that. I never thought of it like that. It's great.
Who, after all, is responsible for marking him with the brand, and yet how long will he last?
They do remember.
Oh. My petty existence, don't make me laugh. Thanks to me, who's fighting an army of the dead because of you? Yep. You're where you are now thanks to his petty existence. Thanks to me, who's writhing around in my own blood. You stand there putting on airs like you're some kind of godly being, Griffith. Well, yes, you're nothing but a squirming sacrificial offering.
Bugs is like, what the fuck is happening?
What is happening between those two? They have some sort of sexual tension backstory. Guts, fool. Don't you know that your brand responds to demon kind and causes you pain? For lesser demons, you might feel little more than a needle prick. But the greater demons, the greater response, increasing your pain without end. And if that demon is too great, the pain might even kill you. Thank you for telling me this exposition that I already know. That's as far as you go. Guts. He's finished. John. Oh. So I'm just trying to think, like, the first readers of this must have been so confused. Because they're like, because like out of nowhere, Guts is suddenly in an alternate dimension with all these crazy characters. And they have no idea who these people are. They must have just thought this has gone off the rails.
Little do they know, the next 95 fucking chapters will be explaining exactly this.
What tremendous fighting spirit. The fact that he could swing his sword amidst all that pain. Yeah, you already said that. Guts, incredible. I'm sure he's hardly even aware. And don't forget, his body is covered with wounds after his fight with the Count.
Look how he's like...
If the boy became one of ours, I'd love it. But he hasn't been ordained by the laws of fate, so he can't be among us. Besides, he's finished. Oh, we got some booby.
I know. Yeah, like her thing is like her fingers are almost like touching. I don't know. I think that's how you should interpret, like, that her fingers are constantly touching her nipples, I guess. Also covering them up. Like, she's like the like seductress one is like the thing. She has like a thing for Guts.
But is he gonna like have sex with her and then in the middle of it be like, bitch, and then put a cannon to her face?
It kind of. I don't want to spoil things.
That sounds like Guts. But he's having sex with her, and then in the middle, and she's like, haha, I tricked you. And he's like, I tricked you, cannon to the face.
Oh my god.
Guts.
They're just yapping.
It seems I have unintentionally granted your wish, Count. Oh, look at that butt. Enough of this sideshow. Enough of this sideshow.
He strategically placed himself there. They can choose wherever they could be in this scene, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to be directly beneath her. Oh, Void, you goofball.
I'm so grateful. Oh. It's time to perform the invocation of doom.
Sure, why not?
What? Huh? Count a sacrifice. For that, you can use the Black Swordsman. What? Not good enough, Count. But why? That man has already been marked for sacrifice. What's more, the boy is merely your enemy. As a sacrificial offering for the invocation of doom, not just any lump of flesh and blood will do. It must be someone important to you, part of your soul, someone so close to you that it's almost like giving up part of you. Oh, really, what a coincidence that his daughter is here. By making such a
I like this. This is kind of like Melisandre's speech when they talk about sacrifice and stuff, that you can't, like, the man that sacrifices 1,000 cows, but like he has 1,000, so it doesn't mean anything, versus like the guy that sacrifices one and that's the only one he has. Like, that's the important part of sacrifice. It's something that's like valuable to you.
Right, it's the actual loss.
Emotional
sacrifice. By making such a sacrifice of demon kind, you'll be able to sever any last remnants of your own humanity. Yeah, I guess in this scene it doesn't look like he has double face. Before it kind of, yeah. The fissure in your heart will open up into which evil will surge. Giving up part of yourself. Doesn't the Count know this information? How is he so like not up to speed on the rules?
So
you're right that this is like a core.
The Count has been here before. The first time is when he first became an apostle, and then that's how he had to, I'm assuming, sacrifice his wife. And then the other time he was here is when when a god hand, new member of a god hand is born, all the apostles join in like a big party. So the reason he doesn't know this is because he's never been this close to death, to where in order for him to be reborn again, he has to make another sacrifice.
Doesn't sound like his sacrifice of his wife was that big a deal.
Because of the orgy, the cheating orgy. Yeah.
Then who? Oh no! Of course. He's like, then who? Like, really? You have to ask? Like, she's
Your
right
nephew.
there, dude. Like, it's the only thing you care about in the world.
Your second cousin.
Then who? Todd, your second cousin. Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were going to say my daughter. What? Oh, this was really obvious. Cut your love asunder, Count. No, wait, please. If it were anyone else other than any other person, but my daughter Teresia. That's right.
Count.
Any other person would be meaningless, Count. Oh, don't be so upset. Just do what you did last time. Oh.
So she doesn't. Yeah, we weren't supposed to know that he sacrificed his wife.
Last time, butt shot. My goodness. Like, let's take this incredibly serious thing about like sacrifice. And then he's like, you know what I need? I have not drawn Puck's butt in a long time. So we're going to draw this one. Okay, got to get this. Okay. My goodness. The little lady doesn't know what her father has done. Stop, please. Not to my daughter, not that. Here's what happened.
Must be a little VHS tape.
Time for the TV. Haha. Oh, what? Just open up time and space for a little look-see.
Fuck off. Just open up time and space.
I could have rolled out a television set. But no. I had to open up time and space for this visual. This was the Count 7 years ago. A bit more trim, I might add. And behold, it's you and your mother. P.S. Your mother's a slut. I'm gonna try. We can't slut shame the guy's mom. She's into what she's into. Mother. A noble man and his beautiful, virtuous wife. First of all, he should have seen it coming. Okay, she's way out of your league, dude. You knew something was wrong. Okay, why would she be marrying you? The money, a family, the very picture of happiness. As it would seem.
Oh
stop.
no! Guts is knocked out.
At the time, the land was overrun by pagans. In an attempt to destroy the heretics, the Count hunted them down throughout his kingdom. Hence, he was often away from his castle.
No.
Yeah, gonna get cucked by pagans. That's the thing, man. But one day, exhausted from a long, harsh heretic hunting campaign, the Count rushed back to his arms of his beloved wife and daughter in order to soothe his soul. Stop! And that's when it happened. Oh
my God. Jesus.
It's like, oh man, like, couldn't he have hired help? Like, shouldn't his help be like, no, man, like, try not to be having a pagan orgy. Like he should, like, they should have posted guards, or like somebody should have ridden back to the castle. Where's his castellan? Like, who's running things?
Who's his steward?
Yeah, he just
Um,
like comes in
I
and
like how
like
they just have a cauldron burning, boiling in the background for no reason. They're just like, yeah, yeah, have the cauldron going.
it's so weird because like you know of all the things that she could like get into, she's like into the statue. Like she's not even.
Where was she hiding that thing when he was away from home?
I don't.
Shit, put
She like
the thing in the
rolls it
closet.
back into a closet.
Trey, did you ever get the idea that Slan was the one that influenced that?
Oh
Because
yeah,
later
they do. Later, they
we
hint at that stuff.
later we find out that there's another cult out there that like worships a goddess uh, who does the whole thing with cannibalism and drugs and orgies and whatnot, and
Hmm.
that's essentially what this is. So I do wonder. I don't know if there's like a major theory or confirmed. I do wonder if like Slan and the other members of the God Hand always influence people
Hmm.
who have the Behelits to become monsters through stuff like this.
It's just
Yeah, I think so
it's just
too.
so like it's so remarkable that he would just be like coming home and oh, my wife is having like a massive pagan orgy humping a statue of a goat. And like
Surely there were
like
signs.
where did the statue come from? Why did no one notice? Like, didn't they have any sort of like security on this? Man, his,
That's a good like 12 foot tall statue too. Like yeah, there
I
had to
know.
be
Yeah. How did
a
they get it through the
carver.
doors? How did they get it through the fucking doors? Like,
It
look,
barely fits in the room. Yeah, yeah, it's
is it fitting through that
reaching the
gate?
ceiling.
They rolling it through the courtyard? Wouldn't everyone in the kingdom, like, as she's doing this, like, you know, when she's like
Silly. It
rolling
was
in this
just
huge statue
serious.
and like all of these hot chicks and like studly dudes are like showing up, like, isn't like the whole town like, "Dude, what's going on there?" Oh man. So yeah, he walks in on the orgy. It was an uncanny
You're not
sight.
getting that many. You're not getting that many hot people at an orgy too. We've talked about this. We've
We've
had this
talked about
conversation.
this. We've talked about this. Hot people don't go to orgies, okay? Hot people do not go to orgies.
Wait,
Um,
rehash that. What happened? You went to one a while ago, and what happened?
God, yeah, I was in DC. A friend took me to like a club, and yeah, yeah, it was like you could probably count the like attractive people on your hand, and like that's the thing. We talked. You had a friend that did something like this
yeah, I had
too.
a
Where
friend
you're
that did
just like
something similar,
you're like,
and she was not attractive, and she went to an orgy, and like she described herself as being like one of the hottest people there, and I was like, "Ugh,"
this
like
is about right. This is about right. Yeah.
yeah. This is the theory being like if you don't have anything to get excited about because there's no beauty, you have to do other things to like cause to get a rise. You have to do other shocking things to get a rise out of people. Yeah. Yeah. But this is just he should have known. He should have known like this girl, like this woman was way out of his league. And you don't marry somebody that hot and then are away like 90% of the time. Like, what do you think was gonna fucking happen, man? Jeez, ridiculous. But people
The
have
logistics
needs.
involved in this are
People
crazy. You're
people have
right.
pagan needs. And oh, it was an uncanny sight in the midst of a strange stench and a wave of heat to see a flesh squirming in a tangled mass. Strange stench. It's not that strange.
Mm.
Towering above it all was a statue of a grotesque god with the head of a goat. Oh, really? That's the worst part? I think that's like, honestly, that would make me feel a little better. But I'd be like, at least she's going for the statue. I mean, I imagine
It's
she's
a
been
good looking
through it.
statue. It has some good craftsmanship on it. Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Towering above it all was the grotesque statue of a head of goat.
it's Baphomet.
And entwined around that god, as if clinging to it, was the figure of a woman writhing in ecstasy. They are very sweaty. contorting her face in pleasure. Ah, it was the figure of the woman he loved above all else. Did they not have a conversation like when they went on a date?
Sure.
When they went on a first date, weren't they like, oh, what do you do for a living? And he's like, I hunt pagans. And he's like, what are your interests? And she's like,
Well.
And like when they're in bed together and they're like, what kind of things are you into? You know, she's like, she never tells him like I have a pagan fetish. Like it never comes up. Like these two things. She's like,
They've known
like,
each other for at least like 5 years for their daughter to be old enough in this scene, you know.
You're right. And they never had this conversation. What were they talking about? What do you do for a living? I hunt pagans. Oh, let's get married. I'm just, I mean, like Carmine really likes blondes. Imagine he gets together with somebody and she's like, I hunt and kill blondes.
my taste has shifted from blondes to anybody without BPD. That's where I am now.
All right.
That's not true. It can't be true. It is a crazy story. It's a completely unbelievable story. So this might be the most rational thing. Like, that's ridiculous. Where is she hiding that statue? Why are they rolling that statue out?
I wonder her doing that. Yeah, she like analyzes it like a critic. She's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I believe that?
What? Like, no one ran in and was like, dude, stop with the orgy. Stop. Your husband's within a fortnight ride. Like, no, send a rider ahead. Like, that's the thing is like they send riders ahead so that they can like prepare his chambers and shit. Have a hot meal when he arrives. Yeah. Tracy, butt shot.
Butt shot. Oh my gosh.
Grrr. The Count went into a blind rage. When he came out of it, not a single person was moving. Only heaps of flesh and blood lay scattered about. Oh, man. I was invited to this orgy. I did not think I was going to get murdered. Man, not a single person. Like, it was just could have been prevented.
Get tired at a certain point.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to go around and kill everybody. Like once he killed the first person, didn't they all start running, or did they just keep fucking? Because look, he's like slayed them all in the same fucking room. Like no one.
He did it like real fast. He like was
lightning speed. That's. I mean, that's really impressive that he got them all. Because like when you think like, like 100 men versus a gorilla, like the 100 men are going to win, right? Like, I don't care if you got a blade. There's 100 of you. You can overtake him.
Yeah.
Even if he has double sword. No, is that his scabbard I can't tell if it's a scabbard or his sword or a second sword. I think it's a scabbard. So they could have taken him down, man. They could have taken him down. And then she's like, after seeing all of her friends get killed, she's still sitting there being like, oh, I'm not gonna run anywhere, I'm just gonna come here. No. Give me a hug. I'm covered in like 100 people's sweat and semen, but give me a hug. Ching. That's right. You couldn't do it. You couldn't cut away half of yourself. Half of myself is into pagan orgies. And seeing the triumphant, knowing smile of your betrayer, drove you into the depths of despair. I mean, she's just covered in fluids. You decide to end your life to escape that despair. However, your despair itself was part of the wheel of fate. The wailing of your soul, which could never be eased by the gods of this world, opened up a portal to another dimension. See, at this point, I'd be a little suspicious. I'd be like, was this all planned? Did they get the statue in there?
That's the theory.
And you said, are you gods or messengers from hell? I mean, look at them, guys. They're messengers from hell.
Like, I like the idea that, like, yeah. These are from heaven.
It makes no difference. Whatever you are, save me from my suffering. If you do it, I'll give you anything. And we promised you that we would make you into a supernatural being that would never know sorrow or despair. He still seems to be having plenty of sorrow and despair.
Yeah.
For a single phrase? In exchange for just one phrase? Huh? Brand. Oh, and then
I get his design now. Yeah, that his design is like an orgy. Like his body is like humans in like a gross orgy. This is like his apostle. That's pretty clever. I like that.
Oh, I see. So his body is like like now he has to forever remember his wife's orgy every time he transforms into a monster.
Say G thanks God hand.
You sure? I mean, like the equivalent, like, you know, like say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, let's say you come home and your wife's like into furries, right? And then like you get really upset. So now you get transformed into a big, massive, writhing furry. Because that was
Preston,
like
what's with
your
you and the hypotheticals today? Holy shit.
that was your wife's.
You're like, that was my wife's fetish, not mine.
Not mine.
My wife turned
Now I'm stuck
turned
with
me
this.
into a furry.
Oh God.
I never picked up on that, but yeah, it doesn't make much sense from his point of view.
I mean, I don't get it. Like, I don't get any of it. Like, yeah, no one ran away. Yes, indeed, you said it. I offer this woman for sacrifice. Oh. The life you couldn't take by your own hand. The life of the person you loved, even though you never asked her about her fetish and she didn't care that you literally went out and murdered pagans that she liked to have orgies with. The most and hated the most. Oh, loved the most and hated the most. You gave it to us so that you could bury your fragile human heart. I mean, you're like, oh, how fragile your heart is. You can't even take coming home and seeing your wife being part of a massive orgy. Oh, you pussy. So you could transcend your very humanity.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Brand.
Oh my gosh, they cut that off there because if you were to see like his full design, you'd realize that he's just two giant arms. He doesn't have a body. There's like yeah. They never show it on screen, but there was like a toy, like a figurine that they released where you can take off his little coat, and he's actually just like two giant arms.
He's two giant arms and one long spine.
One long spine, which I like. Yeah.
The Brand.
Oh.
The Brand. We shall grant you your burning desire. What's his burning desire now? To ascend to be the God?
Yeah, to live.
To live.
Teresia, hey, bug. All I need is my right arm. Make it so I can use it. Huh? Hurry up. Do it now. Guardians of Desire 5.
Okay, what an ending.
Yeah. So I guess we
Oh,
got through two this time instead of one. They were a little shorter
yeah.
and not as much conversation, more fighting and orgies. Yeah. So when was the first time you guys read this?
Like
More than
2 or
15
3
years
years
ago.
ago.
Really?
For me, it
You're
was
that new?
yeah. Like I only got into manga and like anime like in college, so maybe like
Did you watch the anime
2018.
first, or did you read the manga first?
I think I. That's a good question. I think I read the manga first. I think I jumped around in the manga and then watched the anime. Uh,
It's funny because I'm
yeah.
just thinking of like these people back in the early '90s being like, "What the fuck am I reading here?" Like Jesus Christ, like like they just must think it gets so fucking off the rails.
You know what's
Um,
funny about you saying that? This is not the most violent manga there is. There's one called Devilman. Holy
hmm.
shit. Devilman
Oh yeah,
is,
Devil Man's pretty violent.
No, but I
my
mean,
God.
even beyond the violence, I'm saying that like the plot has gone off the rails like quite fast. Like before he was just like hunting demons, and then all of a sudden he's transcended to a different dimension and learning about people's wives cucking them in massive orgies. Like it's just like out of fucking crazy nowhere, like I was just hunting this dude and then all of a sudden, you know, in this other dimension. So it's yeah. Um So yeah, that's we're still not done with Guardians of Desire, man.
We got
So
one more.
we
I think
got
we have
one
one
more.
more. Yeah, I think it's just one more, and then we go into Golden Age.
Yes, and then we're in Golden Age for fucking years.
Yeah, how? Yeah, when is it Golden Age, and when does it start? And when does it turn into like the arc after?
Let me give you an equivalent of this. Imagine reading a Game of Thrones and then you read the first or second Daenerys chapter, and immediately right
Hmm.
after Dany 2 or Dany 3, you go into all of Fire and Blood. That's basically what it is. That's essentially what it is. The Black Swordsman arc, and
You
then
mean?
just the Black Swordsman arc for like 10 chapters, and then a huge flashback for like 97 chapters. So it's basically like reading the first couple of chapters of a Game of Thrones and then reading all of Fire and Blood before you
Right.
continue on.
And what I find weird, I always say I find weird is the fact that like Puck, who like the entire tone of the story is a balance of Guts and Puck. So like Puck is gone for so long because it's a prequel.
So, oh my gosh, so Golden Age starts in 91, and it only ends until oh god, until like 96 or something like that. 97.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So you
Sorry
have you have
about
you have you have
I'm
6 years of flashback. That is insane. That is an
Oh
insane
fuck.
thing to do.
Well. Thank you guys for joining me on this. We're slowly getting through it. Only 300 more parts to go. I think, but some of them are short, right? So, but
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
Golden Age is going to be massive, I think. But yeah, okay. So we'll see. We'll see about that. We're almost there. Almost there. The part that everybody loves. All right then. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you guys next time.